Hey boys and girls, welcome to There Is a Place trailer. This is our last one of this first set. We're gonna have a new set in the near future with a whole bunch of new trailers that it's going to introduce the TV show There Is a Place, all the half-hour episodes. That's what these trailers are all about, so look forward to that. But this is the last one of the first set. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed them. I hope the TV episodes are being shown where you are. If not, keep looking for them. They'll be coming soon if they're not there. Anyway, what There Is a Place is all about, we are for a peaceful revolution, a revolution that's going to be done at the ballot box. It's going to be done democratically. It's based on love, joy, and awareness, because we're going to set up a future society that's based on love, joy, and awareness. And this future society is an economic democratic society, and this society is where the workers own and control the means of production, and they run things democratically, and the government is run by the workers democratically. It is not owned and controlled by an elite group. It's not owned and controlled by a group of people that make up less than 1% of the world's population, and they own and control most of the world's wealth. In this future society, in an economic democratic society, the workers will own and control most of the world's wealth because it is rightfully theirs. They do most, if not all, of the work, so they therefore deserve to own or receive most, if not all, of the rewards. Today, this is trailer 20. We're going to talk about Gene Roddenberry. Hi, I'm your host, the storyteller, and let's talk about Gene Roddenberry. He was born 1921, died 1991. He is the man responsible for Star Trek. Okay, and here's a quote: "Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before." Okay, that's the Star Trek television series 1966 to 69. Show was on 3 years, boys and girls. But a great show as far as revolution. Okay, we are a revolutionary movement. Gene Roddenberry was revolutionary. If you watch that show carefully and what that quote is all about, watch that TV show of 66 to 69. Buy the videos, DVDs, or rent them, and you'll see when you watch the show. One, it's a society where everyone is very highly educated. You could see the show. They're talking about knowledge for knowledge's sake. It is a true democracy. It's obviously an economic democratic one. Things are run democratically, truly democratic. Everyone is equal, free. You could see the democracy on that show. It's set in the future, by the way. You see knowledge for knowledge's sake. Everyone in the show is highly educated. Everyone is very scientific. You could see the science, the art, and very humane. It's a society. You could see the humanity that's in that society of the future. Okay, he's very optimistic, and it will happen, boys and girls. Okay, and you could see that in the TV show. By the way, you could see in the show, no money is exchanged. You see no money is ever exchanged on that show. I mean, it was very clever how Gene Roddenberry did this show. No money exchange. Well, obviously, this is not a market economy. Market economy is based on an exchange of money. So he's saying in the future, there will be no market economy. It will be based on science, art, and humanity. And it's an economic democratic one because it's implied that the workers, if you watch the show, the workers own and control the means of production, and they democratically run things. You see on that show, for instance, when the captain of the ship and his first mate are sent to a planet, and you look at, well, who's running the ship? And you see all the different crew members taking the turn running the ship. So you see in a future society, boys and girls, everybody's the captain. Everybody takes turn to be the captain. Okay, we're going to have knowledge available to all of us. All the information, it will be available. We're talking about a society with the way the computers are, the technology are. It's and they're doing the grunt work, as you see in Star Trek. The technology does the grunt work. The computers does the grunt work. They do the grunt work, and you could see that leaves for everybody to be scientific, artistic, and humane to each other. Okay, it's very beautiful how the show is done. Now, they go in outer space. Well, that is the last frontier, boys and girls. In order for human beings to survive, we need to travel to other planets. We need to set up in other planets. And why I'm saying this, boys and girls, we need to be more scientific, artistic, where all of us are scientific, artistic, and we have to be humane because we have to do this together. And why I'm saying that? Because one day the sun will blow up, and we have to, that's a reality. That will happen, okay? And our only hope to survive as human beings, we got to work together, science and art. You know, we got to have love for each other. There's got to be joy. There's got to be awareness. And he's correct, Gene Roddenberry, as far as space travel. We have to set up because when one star blows up, a new one pops up. That's been documented. This is what happens. And we have to move the planets where the sun to another star that's newer than the star that we're living on, and we have to figure out the technology, how to get there, to set up space stations, and so on and so forth. And to do that, boys and girls, we got to stop thinking about, you know, making a profit for somebody else. We got to stop competing against each other. We got to start working together and changing to an economic democratic society where we can work together. Okay, and we got to think this way for future generations, you know, to move to other planets. That is the last frontier, and that is the basis of our survival. To move constantly, to move from one planet to another as we go, you know, say hundreds of millions of generations from now. That's what we'll be doing, moving from one planet to another to a new star, because stars blow up, old stars blow up, and new stars reappear. And this is important to realize. Okay, that is the cycle of the universe. Okay, and this is very important. So we have to think very differently. Okay, we have to work together. Stop fighting each other. Workers of the world, stop fighting each other. Let's end all wars now. Let's take over. Let's economically set up an economic democratic society. No more wars. Let's work scientifically together, artistically together, lovingly together, and move forward and set up this new economic democratic society. By the way, you could find this quote that I said of Gene Roddenberry and Bartlett's quotation. This was our last trailer of the first set. It was about Gene Roddenberry. I hope roughly about the Star Trek. That's what Gene Roddenberry was about, Star Trek. Until next time, boys and girls, you know, keep on the lookout for There Is a Place TV episodes. Until next time, like I said, the revolution is coming. Bye, boys and girls.